Many of the economic impacts of the coronavirus pandemic have been well documented, but some of Sydney's and in fact Australia's greatest cultural icons and tourist attractions are at risk of falling through the cracks.
Last year we welcomed 2 million visitors through our gates to see our collection of more than 5,000 beautiful animals.
1.5 million people viewed artworks from our world-class collection of over 35,000 works.
750,000 patrons experienced some of the more than 500,000 objects in the museum's collection.
And an audience of 1.4 million people witnessed more than 1,800 events here.
Whilst the federal government has recently announced funding to help feed the animals in our care, we're worried too about putting food on our tables.
Under normal circumstances, our organisations can proudly stand largely on our own feet, but things are anything but normal.
Our doors have been closed, our colleagues stood down, and our future post-pandemic is extremely uncertain.
Because we're run by the New South Wales State Government, we're not entitled to the federal government's JobKeeper allowance. That means that our jobs are increasingly precarious.
We want to be waiting in the wings
and ready to open the doors to welcome you and your families back when this is over.
Our state cultural institutions are not just buildings, but are made possible through the staff that work in them, care for them and deliver them to you. They have been amongst the first venues to close during the pandemic and are likely to be amongst the last to reopen. They are facing a crisis like never before, and frankly, they're too important to lose. Revenues have dried up, staff are being stood down, and as a result, their capacity to reopen is under threat. And that is why we are calling on the Berejiklian and New South Wales Government to increase funding to our state's most treasured venues to ensure that on the other side of the pandemic we have somewhere and something to look forward to.
Please, Premier, we need guaranteed funding to retain staff just as Dan Andrews has done in Victoria. Gladys, let this be your legacy.
Keep our icons alive.
Keep our icons alive.
Keep our icons alive.
Keep our icons alive.